Good morning, Finding Normal. Today I wanted to do a video out in the early morning nature. So hopefully in the background you'll hear early morning birds and a lot of sounds that will be pleasant. And I also wanted to do this video on man and his connection to the land. The thought of man working on a piece of land that he can call his own has ever been the secret yearning of billions of men. But if we stop to think about it, the concept of owning land is really a bizarre one when you consider how long the earth has been here and how short our own lives are in comparison. I believe that there is a spark of knowledge of God's original plan for the earth in every single man and woman, which is why when people take vacations from work, they save up a lot of money and spend a lot of time for their vacation days to go somewhere generally wild and unspoiled like nature. Also, I had another thought about why do people go camping when they have time off from work? They save up a lot of money and spend a lot of time planning camping trips. So my thought was, like, have you ever been out in the wild or on a trip through Amish country or on a beach or a boat somewhere and thought, I cannot wait to get into a cubicle in a building somewhere in some big city? Of course, nobody but a fool would dream of leaving a homestead somewhere someday to get a grinding corporate job punching a clock. There is something universally in the heart of mankind that teaches us that we would rather be in nature than in some mind-numbing urban jungle. I know people who spend most of their lives thinking about two things: weekends and vacations. Why is that? Why do people spend their vacations out on some hunting lease at a lake or camping in the wild? Why do parents take their children on day trips to petting zoos and model farms or homesteads? And what is the deal with camping? Why do people choose to spend their free time trying to get back in touch with the land unless there's some connection between freedom and land? When people look at a picture of a beautiful Amish farm, they're generally overwhelmed with a feeling of peace, tranquility, and a secret longing for a simpler life. When the same people look at pictures of traffic or cubicles, cityscapes, they are often inundated with feelings of stress, anger, confusion, or hopelessness. These are not isolated feelings. If we are honest, we all identify with what I'm saying. In every place where urbanization really began to take root, a walk or ride in the country was soon the cure offered for city madness or stress. When urbanization and industrialization inevitably led to greater class distinctions, more rich people, more poor people, and fewer middle class people, we find the rich buying country houses to get away from it all. In ancient Greece, Persia, and Rome, in the 19th century Russia, England, and France, anywhere where urbanization had begun to predominate, the country house, villa, or retreat began to be common. I'm convinced that the perpetual command of God to work, till, and have benevolent dominion over the land is an urge and desire in every human put there by God. It is a faint reminder of our pre-fallen state. And if you're honest enough within yourself to admit that it is there, it is plain and unequivocal evidence that we are correct in our agrarian philosophy and ideas. Modern man is lost without a compass, hopeless and confused in an increasingly urban world. Something in him, however faintly, detects peace and goodness in the concept of being in nature and working the land. I honestly believe that the conscience of man is calling men and women back to God's ordained way of living. Hit the like button if you think that God has put a endless command in everyone's heart to basically work until the land and have a desire to own land, to be on it. And remember, a simple life is a beautiful life. Bye.